Hey there, so welcome back. Turns out devlogs are a super good way to keep me accountable on working on all this. I've been pretty busy this last month, and I have a good, cool few things to show off. Um, I am getting used to this whole recording as I work on things thing, so most of this won't be recorded as I'm working on it, but rather after the fact. I'm going to try and work on that moving forward. But for now, I will be able to kind of show off everything and explain the process on some of it. But some of the features. We're going to have a good few mechanical improvements and UI upgrades. So we can go ahead and jump into things. The visual upgrades, they're pretty straightforward to talk about. You know, I have two different kind of styles for the UI. There are the rigid framing elements that don't really move. They have some shifting to them, but they are always going to be on the screen. I like the kind of metal framing on wood look that I've gone for, and I might iterate on the design some, but generally I think that theme I'm going to try and stick to. Unless I end up changing my mind down the road, think it looks bad, or other people start to tell me it looks bad, at which point I might change it, but for now I like it. The other element would be the more transparent kind of pink magic-y looking areas. I added this particle effect to them. This also is used on the unit selection. And this unit selection generally needs some work, but I need to work on the units first. So for now, that's what that looks like. We do have all the same buildings as before. And the barracks has got a little bit of an upgrade, but that upgrade is more so me testing that I'm able to add textures onto meshes in Godot and really, just playing around with the importing system. I need to work on, generally need to work on it. I'm not even sure if that's really going to be the final model. End result will probably look something like that, though. But with that here, I can also show off that there is the barracks menu. This is a menu that I have on all buildings that will kind of fill in as needed for any given building. Just depends on what things it can do. But with the barracks, I'm able to now train units, which is a good way to segue into new features. This is a pretty basic one. I had a little hiccup with it, but all in all, it's now able to check all of your resources, train accordingly, and then pop out units. The AI has been worked on quite a bit and was kind of a large focus over this last bit of working time. I decided to name the code for the AI Anthony, and I will keep calling it that because I'm working with him so much it feels like he needs a name. Anthony's been learning so much. He is able to search the map, find resource nodes, build his resource buildings, and eventually train up units and attack my base. That kind of focuses on those two bits. The other, notable feature improvements. I have been working on the navigation with the units, generally speaking. It needs some fine touch improvements, but a lot of that kind of needs to wait till I settle in on what the units are going to look like, just so that it can interact correctly with the world. Additionally, this is another one that's pretty noticeable beforehand, but the Fog of War has been implemented. We're able to have explored sections and then also just areas that are immediately visible. As your units traverse, they reveal the fog and will, in their immediate area, have an area visible to them. The mini-map, while mostly a graphical thing, does have some mechanical use. You're able to click around to view different areas, as you probably expect to be able to. You're also able to command your units with it. If I just tell them to go over here, they will. You can, so you're able to ping the map in various locations, and I might add some more functionality. I'm intending to add a ping function for multiplayer. I don't believe this was in there last time, but I did add the ability to rotate the map, which does rotate the mini map. It's a little off center, but this will be a functionality that you have available to you. That does cover a lot of the features I've worked on in kind of like a quick overview kind of way. Anthony was incredibly difficult to get built. He was conceptually just difficult to test, and I haven't done a whole lot of work building AI before, so having him exist and do things, it was a bit of trial and error, but I feel like I've gotten something that foundationally works pretty well. There are a few pieces of concept art, really just for me when I'm doing my 3D modeling, so they're not super complex. They're really just getting the idea across. That way I can play with structural designs and see how they would look alongside the other building elements. But that kind of covers all the work that has been done this month. I think I might try and do a little faster uploading following devlogs, if I'm able to. I think two a month might be a little bit better, because I realized I got a lot of work done between this one and the last one. So probably be expecting the next one in a couple weeks, and we'll see what I'm able to get done in that window. But if you're enjoying what you're seeing here, have any suggestions, you can leave a comment down below. But if you just want to follow the project, subscribe, and I'll be releasing these pretty often. So that's all for today. Thank you all for watching.